Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spin Cycle. Trump is in LA today doing his job after the fires. I'm kind of impressed actually. He sounds almost like he knows what he's talking about. Let's watch.
Also on tariffs, I often agree with you on tariffs, but how about no tariffs on building materials for the next 3 years?
We'll take a look at that, actually.
Mr. President.
We'll take a look. Mayor, please.
Yes. First of all, let me just take the opportunity to officially welcome you to Los Angeles. Really appreciate you coming, and especially you come just a few days after your inauguration. So I want you to know that your presence here is very much appreciated. Let me also say that I know you had an opportunity to...
Okay, she's kissing ass a little too hard for me there, but whatever. Let's keep listening.
See the devastation. You've seen the extreme loss, the grief that people are going through here. And we are 100% committed to getting this neighborhood rebuilt again. You mentioned a couple of things in terms of us expediting. So I signed executive directives right away so that we could cut the red tape, we could get people back building as fast as possible. And we're going to continue doing that.
Mayor, the one thing is they are saying they will not be allowed to start for 18 months.
No, that will not be the case.
Okay, I just hope you're right.
You can hold me to it.
There's 4 groups said that.
No.
That would be, they should be able to do it. They should be able to start tonight.
That will not be the case. You know, first we have to take care to make sure that there's not getting rid of the hazard.
18 months is a little bit long. You know, when you burn all that stuff, you do need, when couches burn, drywall, plastic, asbestos, you do need PPE and special, personal protective equipment to go in there and clean that up. I've done some of that myself personally in my life, and you definitely don't want to be going in there and breathing that stuff. But 18 months is too long, and red tape of the government, and tonight, like Trump's saying, it's too quick. But I doubt he knows much about that kind of stuff. He's never worked a day in his life, so.
Waste, cleaning things up so that people can start right away. And just like you said, if somebody had their house was destroyed and they're going to rebuild essentially the same, maybe a little bit longer, a little bit higher, they really shouldn't have to go through much of a process. So I want you to know that we are expediting that. We absolutely need your help. We need the federal help.
You've got it. I told you. You will have no permit problem. There will be zero delay. And as far as I'm concerned, you already have the permits.
And the resources.
I am more worried because I met at least 8 groups of homeowners, and I'm much more worried about the fact that they said it's 18 months exactly, and they were devastated. They want to start now. They want to start removing things. They're not allowed to do it now. And you mentioned hazardous waste. Well, the hazardous waste. What's hazardous waste? I mean, you're going to have to define that. We're going to go through a whole series of questions on determining what's hazardous. I just think you have to allow the people to go on their site and start the process tonight.
And we will.
Okay, good.
You can come back and check.
Last night, 18 months. So if that's not the answer, Mayor Bass, what is the answer? Because that's what we were all told last night.
Well, and let me just tell you that we are going to do everything we can, slashing regulations, expediting everything so that people can begin the process right away. We have the Disaster Recovery Center on Pico and Westwood. We have building and safety there. People are already contacting the local agencies. We're bringing our city departments together so that people don't get caught in the loop of going from one room to the next. We want them all to be in the same room so that you can get busy rebuilding ASAP. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And we will clear the lots, absolutely, in the city and in the county. We are working together. Both levels of government are working in unity.
That'd be 18 months. Is it not 18 months? Is it like that's the answer that we got, and that's what we're all hanging on?
Yes.
So if you're telling us now faster, is it 6 months? Is it, all of our lives, rents, all this stuff is weighing on this.
6 months is no good.
And the number one thing that we are going to do immediately, and you will see this happen, is to clear out the debris. And we're concerned right now over the weekend.
Yeah, this is the issue, clearing out the debris. The debris from big fires like that in cities is, much worse than like a forest. because you have all these chemicals and plastics that burn, and it's just not good to breathe in. It's VOCs, volatile organic compounds. That's a word you want to, if you hear that, there's volatile organic compounds in the air, make sure you're wearing a mask.
Because of the potential rain, but we are going to move as fast as we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can,
You
and
should
they are
let them
able
do
to-
it, because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a family...
People are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can
There's
do
not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can do some of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site will be, it'll look perfect within 24 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for...
Trump really tends to simplify stuff. It's not going to look great in 24 hours. And if it's hazardous, it needs to be cleaned up. If that guy right there, his people, knows what he's doing, and with PPE and how to get rid of hazardous waste, yeah, then he could start it tonight. But if he doesn't, then he should tread carefully, because it's really bad for your health. And it's a lot of carcinogens, and it'll affect you down the road. Bloodstream, heart failure, all that stuff. So you just can't jump in there. You got to make sure the right kind of cleanup is being done.
7 months till the city hires some demolition contract
If
that's going to
individuals
charge him
want to build-
$25,000 to do his lot.
Yeah.
I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked,
signed
I
an
mean, you have a
emergency
very powerful
declaration.
emergency power, and you
Yes.
can do everything within...
That's funny. I did exercise my emergency powers. She's clapping back a little at Trump, but he actually seems reasonable in this clip. You know, he can be a reasonable person when he needs to be, when he's not out there shouting about trans people and, you know, immigrants and all that stuff.
24 hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can. Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within a week.
That's a long time, a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work, and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most important
week
thing
is
is
a
for
long
people
time.
to be safe.
They're safe. They're safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn. And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and I say, why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit, and the permit's going to take them, everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months.
Sorry. There's almost nothing to burn. The people, there's almost nothing to burn.
Months. You said 18 months.
That was last night.
And that was last night. On that.
Okay, guys, just wanted to get out there and break that news. Trump is out there doing his job the first week. I'm proud of him. Let's see if he can do his job for the next 4 years. One thing about this whole situation is all the Republicans are out there saying, oh, there's got to be conditions with California to send them relief money. They have to change their laws and blah, blah, blah. But when red states have hurricanes and floods, i.e. North Carolina, Florida, blue state senators and Congress people just send the money, no strings attached. But Republicans, there's always got to be strings attached. You know, I don't know what's wrong with those people. But anyway, sounds like Trump's going to send it, no strings attached. Let's see what happens. Thanks for watching The Spin Cycle. Go ahead and comment on this video if you like it, what you think about it, what you think about Trump, what you think about Mayor Bowser, anything really you want to comment on. And see you next time on The Spin Cycle.